Brad Marchand has been absolutely incredible this whole playoffs and actually made history. I have been truly impressed with his play, and this is coming from someone who isn't even a Bruins fan. He has shown why he's the captain of this team, and he's also shown the staggering difference in leadership between the two teams in this series. And after 4 games versus the Leafs, he has been a major part of the reason why they're up 3-1. He just does all the little things necessary to win these big games. Also, shout out to the Bruins goalie Jeremy Swayman, who has just been playing some of the most incredible hockey. But back to Marchand, he is just the quintessential guy who you hate when he plays against your team, but also kind of wish he was on your team. And going into the playoffs, I definitely expected him to be the usual pest he is to the Leafs, playing some very physical hockey and getting kind of chippy, especially with players like Bertuzzi. I wonder how much of that is because Bertuzzi was on the team last year. So I expected that, but I definitely didn't expect the ridiculous numbers he's putting up right now. In just 4 playoff games, Marchand has 3 goals and 5 assists for 8 total points. And the craziest part is his impact is way larger than those numbers actually represent, but yet those numbers are pretty staggering. But I mentioned Marchand actually broke some history this playoff, so what am I talking about? Well, in Game 3, Brad Marchand, he had this huge hustle play at the end of the game where he scored an empty netter. First, he actually took out Bertuzzi, ended up getting the puck and icing the game with an empty netter. It was actually after the Bruins had missed the empty net a couple of times, so he was like, okay, you know what, I'm going to do this myself. But with that goal, he actually tied a record for most Bruins playoff goals all time. However, I mentioned that he broke history, so that tied the record. Then you go into Game 4, where in the second period, he would net a power play goal. It was a beautiful goal. It would actually be the goal that ended up winning the game because they won 3-1, and this was the second goal. So, the second goal technically won the game. But when he scored that, he officially holds the record all alone for the most playoff goals in Bruins history. So he stands alone in history. But yet his impact wasn't even done in this very game, because right before the end of the second period, Marchand would have a beautiful assist, making the game 3-0, and this was really the death nail in the game, because at this point, this was a very demoralizing goal, but the Leafs fans in the arena actually started booing the team. It felt like the game was over at this point. But even as someone who's not a Bruins fan, I just wanted to highlight how spectacular Marchand has been in this entire series, and why I think he's a major part of the reason they're up 3-1. But anyway, what did you think about this? And if you want to see more of these videos, please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.